Hello? Hello? Okay. I think we did all the things. Got all our potions. Got all the materials. We needed glass. That was the thing we were missing. Is glass. Okay. What else? What else? What else? Where's the farm? Okay. I think we have everything. Guardian. Okay.
Guardian XP farms are particularly fast because players can only absorb 10 XP orbs per second, regardless of what value the individual XP orbs have. And Guardians drop orbs that have a higher average value than other types of mobs. This ends up being surprisingly important. Guardian XP farms can let you absorb XP 3 times faster than an Enderman farm, for example. And this lets you get from level 0 to 30 in as little as 28 seconds, and from level 27 to 30 in merely 6 seconds. Guardians only spawn within the bounding box of an ocean monument, and we can concentrate the spawns in a corner of the bounding box by placing the player high in the sky a couple chunks away in an ordinal direction. The intersection of the spawning sphere around the player and the monument bounding box gives a nice deep volume of water for Guardians to spawn in. The rest of the spawning sphere around the player remains pretty much empty. It's mostly air and open ocean, and a little bit of the seafloor. You might get a couple of drowns in the ocean at night, and perhaps a few other mobs in small underground caves. But for the most part, the mob cap will be nearly filled with Guardians from this little corner of the monument bounding box. Like many other Guardian farm designs, soul sand bubble columns are used to push Guardians up to the water surface.
And we get an ad.
In case of a breakdown,
through a layer of scaffolding and jump around randomly on top until they touch a portal and teleport away. Many other farm designs use flowing water to flush the Guardians towards the portals, but Guardians tend to swim against the direction of flowing water, which slows the process. So random jumping on scaffolding actually compares fairly well in terms of performance, and it takes less time to set up. The waterlogged scaffolding also serves as a sort of roof that drastically enhances the rate of Guardian spawns underneath it. Any Guardians that aren't within this collection area will tend to sink down until they despawn when they're more than 128 blocks from the player.
I saw this picture before class started, so I'm going to show her this app.
In the Nether, the Guardians show up in this special portal elevator that has scaffolding on each side. Since
Build tutorial. Here we go.
Okay, let's get to building. You'll need to find an ocean monument first, of course. Monuments are perfectly square when viewed from above and are always located at the center of a 4-chunk by 4-chunk area. They nearly fill up this area, coming just 3 blocks short on each side. All monuments have the same outside structure and they're always at the same altitude. Find the illuminated arches at the entrance to the monument, and pick a corner of the monument to the left or right for your build site. Choose the side that has the lower seabed and fewer underwater hills for the best results. Go to the corner of the monument and place a lily pad at the water's surface, directly overhead. Press F3 and G to bring up the grid lines, and you should see the corner of the chunk 3 blocks diagonally away from the monument. Turn around 180 degrees to face the center of the monument.
Okay, we need this one. We're gonna need scaffolding. Just so we can build a platform. Okay, so we're gonna go to the other side. Oh. Okay, so
And laid away from the monument, the grid lines at the water's surface, directly overhead. Press F3 and G to bring up the grid lines, and you should see the corner of the chunk 3 blocks diagonally away from the monument. Turn around 180 degrees to face the center of the monument, and lay down 3 lily pads. Then place 2 blocks underneath the one at the end. Replace the temporary block at the water surface with the scaffolding. Place a torch on top, and extend the
I
scaffolding.
don't know if I did that the right way. I don't know if this is the best farm location. I say we do like this one. Here, I got a platform already. There it is. Okay, hold on.
Scaffolding by 3 in each direction, and they're always at the same altitude. Find the illuminated arches at the entrance to the monument, and pick a corner of the monument to the left or right for your build site. Choose the side that has the lower seabed and fewer underwater hills for the best results. Go to the corner of the monument and place a lily pad at the water's surface, directly overhead. Press F3 and G to bring up the grid lines, and you should see the corner of the chunk 3 blocks diagonally away.
Okay. Which one did I put it in? Actually, gonna do this. Oh, I didn't put it on. Okay, we're gonna put it on this side. Okay, that's the entrance. We want a lily pad from here. No, there. Yep, and then 1, 2, 3. Oh. Okay.
Away from the monument. Turn around 180 degrees to face the center of the monument and lay down 3 lily pads. Then place 2 blocks underneath the one at the end. Replace the temporary block at the water surface with the scaffolding. Place a torch on top and extend the scaffolding by 3 in each direction, and then extend the scaffolding from the ends to connect the corners of a square, and then fill in the square.
No, 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 no. Go back. I need him to slow down. Where are the options? He talks too fast, which is fine.
The monument, fight for your seatbelt. Say lead lines in diagonally 180 degrees to face the center. Then place 2 blocks underneath the one at the end. Replace the temporary block at the water surface with the scaffolding. Place a torch on top and extend the scaffolding by 3 in each direction, and then extend the scaffolding from the ends to connect the corners of a square, and then fill in the square.
Fuck. Okay. Now what?
From the center of the scaffolding, extend the scaffolding by another 3 in a direction opposite of the lily pads, and add a temporary block at the end, and another underneath. Break the temporary block on top and set down scaffolding and a torch.
No, no, no. Go back. Hold on. 3.
Break the temporary block on top and set down scaffolding and a torch, and again, extend the scaffolding out by 3 in each.
Okay, I think they want the block here.
Each direction. Connect the corners and fill it in. If it helps, you can use an invisibility potion to help.
Yeah, how long is mine? Shit, I need another one. Rick, where's the dirt block? There you go. No?
Deal with the guardians, or you can hide from them on top of lily pads.
Hold on. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Perfect. And then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. Perfect.
Place obsidian blocks along the long sides of the scaffolding area and build out the portal frames with a couple of torches on top. Put guardrails along the open sides, again with a torch on top, and repeat this process to make another scaffolding area over the monument. Remember to remove any lily pads from the scaffolding when you're done.
When did we duplicate it?
Any lily for the monument and repeat this process to make another scaffolding area over the monument.
Okay, we're just gonna do that. So it's 4 blocks up. So like there. There. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, hold on. Okay. Okay.
Remember to remove any lily pads from the scaffolding.
And then you just make identical beside it. Okay. Should use dirt actually. I'm missing a bunch of dirt. Any dirt down here? all just gravel? Really? Why don't we take some of this dirt? Okay. Leave me the heck alone. Okay. Okay. All right. Got the torches. Any torches up here? I feel like
Scaffolding when you're done. From the lily pad near the corner of the monument, go out diagonally away from the center of the monument by one chunk to the far corner to set down a lily pad. This will be right next to the intersection of 4 chunks. Press F3 and write down the X and Z coordinates of the lily pad. You'll need this information information later on when you the X in section of 4 chunks. Press this by 1 chunk to the far corner to set down a lily pad. This
diagonally 1 chunk. Okay. Dee, all the way to the red guy. He keeps getting farther away. No, I'm doing this wrong. Hold on.
will be right next to the far corner to set diagonally away from the center of the monument by 1 chunk to the far corner to set down
Yeah,
a
okay,
lily
that's what I
pad.
thought. Okay, cool.
This will be right next to the intersection of 4 chunks. Press F3 and write down the X and Z coordinates of the down a lily pad. This will be
Inside,
right-
okay. Now we write down X and Z. 1, 2, 6, 3, negative 4, 3, 2. Okay.
Next to the intersection of
Next.
4 chunks. Press F3 and write down the X and Z coordinates of the lily pad. You'll need this information later on when you build the portal elevator in the Nether. Now continue going out diagonally another chunk, and again set down another lily pad at the far corner. This lily pad is directly underneath where the player will operate the farm, and again this is right next to the intersection of 4 chunks. Go out 1 block more diagonally into the opposite chunk and place another lily pad and set a solid block underneath. This is where we'll stack 97 scaffolding so that we can
97. Okay, so 64. Get back here. There it is. Okay, so that's 64. 97. I don't want to do math in my head. 33. Okay.
Build the killing area and collection system. Work your way to the top of the
Y 160. Okay. Hey. Okay.
scaffolding and confirm that your feet are at Y 160. Bridge out onto scaffolding into an adjacent chunk and add 2 double chests into the chunk opposite of the scaffolding. Then break the 2 scaffolding.
Okay. Where's my dirt? We can do it, dude. It's taking forever. Okay.
Scaffolding and mirror this with another pair of double chests in the adjacent chunk. Point 6 hoppers into these double chests and add rails and minecarts onto the hoppers on the end, with stopping blocks to keep the minecarts in place.
Did I just put it back in? Yeah.
build a 2x3 platform over the hopper minecarts. Add one more scaffolding on top of the pillar, and build a 4x4 platform on top.
I don't know. Okay. Okay. Um, I think it said 4x4, right? Yeah, 4x4 platform on top.
From the 4x4 platform, bridge out on 6 chests. Convert them into double.
And then I do the same on this side.
Chests, and repeat this for another row of double chests.
Oh, I did it the wrong way. Oh, and it's supposed to go there. Oops. Okay, hold on. Okay, do I want my cape? Whee! I hear it drowned. There he is. Okay. I think we put hoppers along the top. I'm correct.
Feed a hopper into each chest and place walls to form the channel for your future item stream. When you're done, repeat the process on the other side.
I fell off. I didn't notice.
Now go to the 2x3 platform and place scaffolding over the minecarts and form.
Hold on. I goofed. Ugh, see, I knew it duplicated on both sides, bro.
A border around the 2x3
I need
platform.
to
and
see
over
briefly from above. Okay, so walls go on top of this side. Block. Skips the last two though. Okay. Okay, now it wants me here.
Go to the 2x3 platform and place scaffolding over the minecarts and form a border around the 2x3 platform and build it up to 3 blocks in height.
It's comically slow during these parts. It makes it very interesting.
Place 2 water buckets in the corners and then build up the sides of a 2-wide drop shaft until your feet reach Y190.
190. Okay, hold on. I need water. Water! Huh? I think that was bullshit. until Y190. I'm out. Okay. He'll skip ahead, surely.
In case of a breakdown,
Place a portal frame at the top of the drop shaft with a torch on top to spawn proof. Create a wall behind the portal frame so that the only opening is towards the drop shaft, and then finish the drop shaft around the portal so that the opening from the portal to the drop shaft is 2 blocks high. Light the portal.
Okay. Do that for a second. I need to go back just a second.
The only open proof. Portal. Place a portal.
Yes, okay, I was correct.
Frame at the top of the drop shaft with a torch on top to spawn proof. Create a wall behind the portal frame so that the only opening is towards the drop shaft, and then finish the drop shaft around the portal so that the opening from the portal to the drop shaft is 2 blocks high.
I don't have my armor.
Light the portal to go through to the nether. When you reach the nether, break the portal that
Oh, I left the block here too. Break the one you came in through. It's gonna take some of these blocks, why not? I just want to see what else it
You
says.
just came through and work your way up to
Okay, just go straight up.
Y121. Dig a short tunnel and use it to explore overhead for a bedrock block at Y126 or Y127. You can use the targeted block information on the right side of the debug screen to figure out the Y coordinate of the block that you're looking at. When you find one, place ladders going all the way up to the bedrock block, and press and hold down both the forward and jump keys as you throw in ender pearls.
Okay. I hear lava. Bro. Okay, so they have fire resistance potion. Magma cream. I think we're gonna need night vision. I'm pretty sure night vision helps you. I'm pretty sure. Helps you see underwater. Oh, I should have made those look extended. Okay, do that. Well, shit. Need more blocks. 145 minus 46. 145 minus 46. 145 minus 46. 145 minus 46. Not quite the right spot, but 145 minus 46. Right here? Yes, very good. Up we go. Ooh.
Hold down. Place ladders going all the way up. You're looking at on the right side. 127.
127. Why 127? Where's the one that says I'm looking at? Target block. 23. $127 right here. Oh, fuck. Oh, I need the ender pearl.
You can use the targeted block information on the right side of the debug screen to figure out the Y coordinate of the block that you're looking at. When you find one, place ladders going all the way up to the bedrock block, and press and hold down both the forward and jump keys as you throw an ender pearl straight at the ladder, and you should reach the nether roof with a little bit of damage. Now take the X and Z coordinates that you wrote down earlier, divide each by 8, and
Divide by 8. Ugh. Okay. I'm gonna make a mark where I start. Okay, so 1263 divided by 8. 157. 432. It's 54 minus 54.
round down. Pillar up on 62 scaffolding at this location.
62. Oh my god, he wants me to go up even higher. Okay. 157 and minus 54. Minus 54. 157. Right here. Ugh. Not. Feet should be at Y90.
Until your feet are at Y190 and build a portal frame on top.
Like, does it matter which direction I'm facing?
Make a 4x4 platform on each side of the portal. Build up a 3-high wall.
No, did it say I needed to any point? I'm just gonna do regular speed.
At this location until your feet are at Y190 and build a damage. Now take the X and Z coordinates that you wrote down earlier, divide each by 8, and round down. Pillar up on 62 scaffolding at this location until your feet are at Y190 and
Doesn't
build
say.
a portal frame on top.
He's facing east, so I'm gonna do the same thing. Okay.
Make a 4x4 platform on each side of the portal.
4x4, okay. Phew. 3, 4. Okay, next side.
Build up a 3-high wall along the sides and fill in everything with scaffolding. On the top layer,
I'm out of scaffolding. Do I have more?
Remove the 4 scaffolding blocks right next to the portal opening and replace them with fence gates, and then cover up the top layer with solid blocks.
Okay. No, I wanted to keep that. I wanted to put in, no, the pearls. Perfect. God damn it. Get me out of here. Need more solid blocks too. Okay.
Create a 2x6 platform so that you can place a hopper clock and place 38 junk items inside.
Fun. I don't know what I need, so I'm just taking it. Okay, so are they supposed to be this close together? No. Hold on. I put all these blocks away. Where is it? I'm missing hoppers. I don't have any left. What the heck, man? I must have lost one somewhere. Usually what happens. Okay, so there's red dust on both. And then you want repeaters here. 2 blocks. Oops.
Add redstone dust as shown so that the gates alternate between opening for 15 seconds and closing for 15 seconds. Break one of the obsidian at the top of the portal frame so that you can hop into the chamber and confirm that the gates are all working.
I can hear them working.
Timing. This is an important step to make sure that the game won't crash later on. When you're confident that it's working, finish the portal frame again and light the portal to go through.
In case of a breakdown or a dead battery,
Let's eat first.
or even bike trouble, become a BCAA member.
Back in the overworld, jump down the drop shaft and add iron bars to the corners so that they're waterlogged. Add 4 blocks over the scaffolding. Place 2 wooden traps.
Where am I? Okay.
Trapdoor. Add 4 blocks over the scaffolding. Place 2 wooden trapdoors on the top 2 blocks, flip them up, and place 2 iron trapdoors on the bottom 2 blocks. Break the 2 blocks over the scaffolding and go under the iron
Oh, I need the trap. I have them. We're good. Okay. Wood trapdoors.
trapdoors to the other side. Now replace the blocks next to the iron trapdoors with redstone blocks so that the trapdoors flip down. Add ladders on the sides over the scaffolding and fences in front of the scaffolding. Place 2 iron trapdoors where the player stands, 4 blocks on the sides, and 2 chests.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Slow down.
Chests on the sides of the item stream with a double chest in the middle. Also add these 2 blocks on top to
No. Go back.
blocks on the sides and 2 chests on the sides of
Okay.
the item stream
Blocks.
with a double chest. In the middle. Also add these 2 blocks on top to keep items from flying out when you kill the guardians. Now replace the block over the scaffolding pillar with a trapdoor so that you can enter the killing area and waterlog the ladders. The killing area and waterlog the ladders. For the enchanting area, you can configure it any which way that you like. This is just an example that provides easy access to the enchanting table, grindstone, anvil, and storage.
No thanks.
Pistons give you an easy way to re-roll your offers at a slightly lower enchantment level if you don't like your level 30 offer, since each piston will block 1 or 2 bookcases when extended. Go back to the spawning area at the monument and light the portals. Start laying down soul sand directly underneath the scaffolding, making an effort not to box yourself in as you lay down the blocks. Again, an invisibility potion might be helpful if
I also want underwater night vision. Shit. Okay, so
the guardians start to harass you too much. A magma block off to the side might be helpful too, so that you can take a breath underwater. Just remember to crouch down to prevent damage when standing on it. If you're not sure how well your PC or server will be able to handle,
okay, let's go get our shulker. Oh, I need underwater breathing.
All the guardians from this farm. I recommend that you start by adding only a quarter of the soul sand for the farm at first. That's a 7x7 section. If all seems well, you can then gradually add more and more until you start to see performance issues, and then maybe remove some of the soul sand as needed. And keep in mind that the rate of guardians in this farm will be impacted by other players, where there are, and what they're doing. And it will likely be impacted by upcoming changes in 1.18. I'll update the video description as I learn more. As I mentioned before, this isn't really intended as an AFK farm for XP, but if you really want to do this, place this trapdoor so that it pushes you close enough to always absorb XP. And then set an auto clicker or macro to swipe at the guardians every 30 seconds or so. Keep raw cod in your offhand and hold down the right mouse button, either with software or a physical piece of tape on your mouse. The food will keep you in full health, even without any armor, but you'll be able to attack more frequently if you wear more armor. Depending on your situation, if you want to AFK for drops instead of XP, it might be more convenient to put the grinder in the nether instead. Just make a portal directly beneath the portal elevator that dumps guardians into a pit of soul campfires sitting on hoppers that feed into chests. Ignite or break this portal to configure your farm for either XP or drops, depending on your needs. Also be sure to check out the video description for other potential changes that you can make to this farm. You see, you can't really change
Come on. Oh, we wait and see if it works. Yay! Holy. Okay. I'm using the wrong fucking weapon. Like, why is it not working? Awesome, it works. It works. Okay, let's put all the random shit into one. Potions into potions. Can go in there. They're so freaking loud, dude. Holy crap. Unfortunate that it ends up cooked, but whatever. I only have one raw salmon. Everything else is cooked. We have more food than we will ever need. The one music thing that I liked to listen to is locked now. And I don't like this one. So we can do funk, happy holidays, indie, jazz, techno, trance. What's trance? I hate it. Immediately no. We'll do techno. That other one was just called Surprise Me. I'll say I was not very happy. We're gonna be here for a while. Holy cow! Okay, give me a minute for this thing too. So we're done with it now. Okay, I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Sorry, I need to eat something really quick. Whoa-wee. Jackpot. So much fish. I'm thinking the kelp farm. I want to use these blocks. Some sort of path. I really like the prismarine over the bricks. We'll figure something out. I'll just keep at it. I just realized I have 100 levels. Holy shit. Here you go, fishies. Or I mean, here you go, kitties. Here's some fishies. How do I make that one? Basalt. So close. Okay, get rid of DS. Okay. I think I actually keep obsidian on the other side. Dark prismarine. Oh, okay, you need black dye. I see. Okay, so perfect. Like, what roof do I want to put in here? Definitely not. Give me these. I'm gonna cook them. Let's make them dry. There's an easier way. There's an easier way. Perfect. Okay, so you know what, actually? We know a better way to do this. We have the better way. Okay, so a solid wall is just gonna look stupid. I already know that. That also looks fucking stupid. No. Fucking stupid. There's gotta be something else we can do. Something with warped wood? Eh. I don't like this. It needs to be a different color, I think. The mangrove is kind of nice. I like the color. What other colors we got? There's concrete. Okay. We have different kinds of terracotta. Okay, something with those. I was also just gonna look at concrete. I really like the powdered one. What else? What else? What else? I'm actually curious what these look like. Oops. I just wish we could do something other than checkered pattern. I don't know. I don't know. I don't like it. It's ugly. I hate it. That's even worse. Oh, it's so ugly. I hate it. No. I hate all of it. Ugly. Hold on. I just want to see what this is gonna look like.
Will now get turned off.
I just wish glass didn't look so stupid. Cyan. Light blue. It just looks clouded. I'll get better with no glass. So now I'm wondering. soon as I started adding shit, I hated it. I don't know what else. I don't know how to make it better. I hate it. I hate it. I'll need to think about it. Anyways, I just wanted to do the Guardian Farm, which we've done. So, I think we're good. Thanks for hanging out with me, everybody. Catch you guys on Friday. See ya.